Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately I've had a bit of an issue with my camera, so as you can probably tell by the quality of this video, I've had to resort back to my phone. Hoping to get that issue sorted out within the next couple of days, but a bit of an issue with the editing software there, but hopefully, like I say, get that resolved in the next couple of days. But on to today's video. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about how self-improvement is masturbation. So I got this from a quote that was in Fight Club, which I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with the film. The Tyler guy who is played by Brad Pitt says self-improvement is masturbation. And obviously I don't mean like self-improvement is just shit, it doesn't work, anything like that, anything along those lines. But I definitely do think it does have some truth behind it. So by what I mean by that is that I feel like I used to be like a self-improvement masturbator myself. I had like all the knowledge. I watched all these videos and I got all like hyped up myself. But then my life wasn't getting any better. I didn't feel better. I actually felt worse about myself when I was watching these videos and not taking any action than I did before I discovered self-improvement at all. And I think this is really, really common with a lot of young men. They discover self-improvement and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm on self-improvement, yeah, oh, I'm going to start a business, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make millions, but then nothing actually happens. I see this so many times with a lot of young men, and I think it's like such a big trap to fall into, because I was, like I say, spent hours watching these videos, but I just wouldn't take any action. And I think there's a big similarity here between like being a self-improvement masturbator and being someone who's got all these ambitious goals and all this drive, so-called drive, to get to achieve their goals where they want to be in life, but they're just lazy. I can think of people on the top of my head right now, and you're probably one of them, let's be honest, if you're still having to kind of watch these type of videos that are struggling with that and you're not putting in the action. And that is like a big problem, I think. Procrastination and whatever it is, like, I've been there, I know what it's like, and I just think it's a big trap that a lot of people are just ending up falling into. And I don't want you to obviously fall into this trap, because being on like self-improvement it will honestly change your life if you put in the action. But I just see a lot of people are not putting in this at all, and I just don't want to see that in you, because like I've experienced this kind of phase in my life, and I know what it feels like, and you actually feel like you do feel worse than you did before. I remember I said to someone, I think like 9 months ago, because I feel like I got into self-improvement maybe almost 2 years ago now, but I feel like it's only been the last like year, 9 months where I've really felt the progress has been made. And I remember saying to someone, I'm like on it, I'm like, but I don't even feel that good. I think there's also a term called like self-improvement depression, which is something like I felt, and I think a lot of people feel. They're like, but they think they're doing stuff, but if you actually take a step back and have that self-awareness and self-reflection, you realise that, yeah, obviously your life's not going to get better, and you're actually like making it worse for yourself, because you know all of this stuff. You know what the current habits, the current things that you're doing in your life is not getting you to where you want to be. You're not becoming that person you want to be. And I did this for so long, and it's like I was so frustrated with myself. I actually like hated myself somewhat. I'd resent myself. I'd like look in the mirror with like a look of disgust. I'd be like, come on, like, Thomas, like, what are you doing? You know this, you're better than this, but you're not gonna get there, are you? And that's just the worst part, because obviously there's people who don't know about self-improvement, and they're happy with kind of like just living in their own world and inside the matrix system of a 9 to 5 job, and just working that job and then having their weekends, and they're okay with that. But if you're into this type of content like me, you're not okay with that, and that's the worst, because you just know it's there. And honestly, like, it did ruin my life somewhat for like 9 months, a year or so. And I just was like, why am I not making progress? I'm not getting like the women I want. I've not made a business. a digital nomad like I said I wanted to be. We're like, well, yeah, obviously you've not put any action. You've got the ideas and stuff. It's like all these people who write like business plans and stuff. Like, yeah, it's all good. You can spend like months and months writing these plans in place, but if you're not going to take any action, the guy who has no business plan and just maybe writes a few notes on a piece of napkin or something, but he goes and proceeds, he puts that action in, he will get there. He will get there far quicker than you. You probably won't even get there, because it's easy, isn't it? It's easy to do those things like writing stuff up, even I know, like I've done it. I write stuff down, I'll put stuff on my wall and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get there one day. Well, I'm not, am I? If I'm not putting in the action, it's just the same, isn't it? It's just the same. You're not. It's just obvious, really, when you actually take a step back and realize, okay, whilst I've said I'm so-called on my self-improvement journey, what steps have I took? What action have I actually took? And once you kind of realise, I've not actually done that much. I've been to the gym. I've had a few cold showers here and there. I've read a book. And that's about it. Like, you haven't made too much headway. And that's when you kind of realise, like, oh, shit, yeah. No wonder I feel this way, because I know there's such a better life out there, but I'm not putting in the work, and that's what you got to do, guys. So it's been a bit of a short video today, and yeah, I'm really frustrated with my because I've had some really good videos and I've got them on my camera, but I've just not been able to upload them. So really frustrated about that, guys. But I'm gonna try get the issue sorted. If anyone's knows anything about video editing software, then please just hit me up, because I really appreciate your support. I'm so frustrated with how it's been over the last couple of days, but anyway, I'm trying my best, guys, and we'll try get back to daily uploads over the next few weeks. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and it kind of helped you if you're on your kind of like early stages. The earlier know you're better, because you don't want to be that guy just like watching these videos and feel good, getting that dopamine boost and be like, oh, I'm on self-improvement. But you're not, are you? You're not making any action. Your life's not changing. So yeah, take care, guys.